Hi, I'm David Snively from DBS Fitness Concepts, a training studio here in Montreal.
And I'm Adonna Greaves from Studio Adonics Fitness and Training Center in Montreal also.
We're offering a day of continuing education called DNA Trainer Development Day.
DNA.
8 different 1.5-hour workshops are going to be provided throughout the day.
We're providing CECs from CanFit. We're providing you with lunch, and there's an early bird registration of only $129 for a jam-packed day.
So we want to take some workouts and some concepts that have worked for us in our business and put it out there with basically a workshop day. We're going to provide 8 different 1.5-hour workshops on that particular day. The first one I'm going to provide is called Cable Fire, and it's a cable class that I give at my facility with the Atlantis adjustable height cable column. And each client has one of these cable columns in a class setting, sort of like a strength training workout. And it's combined with other equipment, med balls, dumbbells, stability balls, etc., etc. And so that's going to be one of my workshops where we're going to focus on sort of how that's laid out and how you can take that and apply it in a personal training or small group training setting.
Okay, at my end, I'm actually going to do my signature class, cardio combat workshop, which is a fusion of martial arts, specifically Taekwondo and some boxing. But because martial arts and the whole fitness kickboxing has been in the industry for several years, that I wanted to take it a level higher or a few levels higher to offer it. We're going to actually be pairing up with boxing gloves, focus pads, with really dynamic combinations using upper lower body strength. It's really going to take you over the edge.
Sounds exhausting.
Yes, it is, actually.
Okay. So my second one is the TRX for metabolic training, using the TRX for metabolic training. Metabolic training is a buzzword out there now. Everybody wants to do metabolic training. And the TRX is a great piece of equipment by Fitness Anywhere. I'm a trainer for them. I teach the 8-hour training workshop, the suspension training course. And so this is an 1.5-hour session, taking the TRX and applying that whole concept of metabolic training into some great TRX circuits. So that's going to be my second 1.5-hour workshop.
That sounds good. I'm not sure which one I want to do then.
Yeah, well, you're going to be busy yourself.
Anyway, okay, my second workshop, it's called Hyper Jump Rope Training, and it's high performance jump rope training, where we learn some basic fundamental drills in jump rope. I have a certification with Mr. Buddy Lee, and what I've combined for this workshop is some really basic drills, but how to make it that you can target the 3 metabolic systems and really challenge the body, challenge your physical strength, challenge power, everything in one.
Sounds great, sounds great. So we're then going to have lunch.
Right, lunch.
Lunch is provided. You don't even have to bring lunch. Delicious, healthy lunch.
You just have to eat it.
Right. Perfect. Then my next workshop is going to be Gravity Mastering Multi-Client Training. We're going to use the GTS, the Gravity Training System, which is a great piece of equipment. And really the bulk of my business is small group training. So training several clients at one time. They're doing different programs. They're different ages, different skills, different goals. So how can you take that whole concept of mastering multi-client training, training more than one client at one time, and make it work for you?
My third workshop is called Circuit Survival. I've sort of made myself known for the circuits that I do at my studio. We use a lot of different equipment, and sometimes we don't use a lot of equipment at all, but I put it together where it might be with the kettlebells, it could be with the TRX, it could be with the step, and this is where a lot of our similarities come into play. But really having a lot of fun and really not knowing what to expect when your clients come to a class. So this is what I'd like to provide you guys with. This information is how to combine different activities and make it a real solid workout. Yeah.
So my last workshop of the day will be kettlebell giant sets. So I did my kettlebell certification. I believe you did as well with the GATSU. Yeah. So this is just sort of some giant sets that I put together that I use when I'm training clients, or I put kettlebells together in a class setting, a sort of a circuit format, and there's 6 different giant sets of about 8 exercises in sequence for time. So you'll see a lot of different kettlebell exercises and progressions of those exercises and sort of how they're put together. So very popular piece of equipment these days, and I think that's going to be a real fun workshop.
I actually love the kettlebells. That's one of my favorite tools. And my last workshop is Intro to CrossFit, and I'm not sure who's familiar with CrossFit, but what they like to, or their philosophy is doing high intensity, constant variable, functional movement. And that is where I'm going to be also using some of the kettlebells, doing a lot of plyometric moves, a lot of strength, lots of functional training that will really provide you with information that you can use with your clients for your next training session. So I think it'll be pretty good.
So we hope to see you there October 18th.
You can register online. Just go to our website and you'll see all the information there. Hope to see you soon.